Okay, so picture this. You're cruising through space, like almost at the speed of light,
Yeah,
like in Star Wars.
right.
Sounds pretty wild, right? Well, it might not be science fiction for very much longer.
Really?
Yeah, this company called RocketStar, they say they've built a prototype proton fusion engine,
Wow.
like a real deal engine.
Huh.
And we're talking spaceships traveling at ludicrous speed.
I mean, it's not the first time we've heard about fusion, right? It's like the holy grail of energy.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of our listeners are probably familiar with fusion, at least like the basic idea.
Right.
Basically, you're smashing atoms together to release insane amounts of energy.
Like the sun.
Yeah, exactly like our sun. But what's really got me hooked on this whole proton fusion engine thing is the clean energy aspect.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the ultimate clean energy source, right? We're talking about potentially revolutionizing not just space travel,
Right.
but also maybe even transportation here on Earth,
Yeah. If it works,
if it works.
we could be looking at a totally different future for energy.
All powered by a practically limitless fuel source.
It's crazy to think that Einstein himself predicted fusion engines back in 1929.
1929, that's almost 100 years ago.
Yeah, and now we're actually getting close to making it a reality.
It's mind-blowing.
So how does this thing actually work? Break it down for us.
Okay, so imagine you take hydrogen and you heat it up so intensely it transforms into this thing called plasma.
Plasma.
Yeah, it's like this supercharged state of matter
Okay.
where the atoms are basically stripped bare.
Right.
Now you got to wrangle this chaotic plasma somehow, right? And that's where these crazy strong magnetic fields come in.
Oh, so they like contain the plasma.
Exactly. They contain the heat and they also focus that plasma into a jet.
A jet.
Yeah, a jet of protons.
And that creates thrust.
Bingo, that's your engine.
Okay, so it's less like a water gun and more like, I don't even know what.
Right. It's hard to even conceptualize.
It seems like controlling something that powerful would have been impossible not that long ago.
Yeah, you're right. Past attempts at building fusion engines, well, they kind of stumbled because the technology just couldn't keep up.
So what's changed?
A few things. First, we've got these new materials that can withstand insane temperatures, like millions of degrees.
Wow.
And second, we can actually simulate plasma behavior now using incredibly complex math and computer models.
So no more trial and error that melts the whole atom.
Exactly. And then the third big breakthrough is superconducting magnets.
Okay.
These are the real heavy lifters. They generate these super strong and stable magnetic fields to keep that plasma in check.
So RocketStar comes along with all these advancements.
Mm-hmm.
What makes their design so special?
Well, their big innovation is this magnetic field shaped like a funnel.
A funnel.
Yep, picture this. The plasma gets squeezed and accelerated through this funnel,
Okay.
which boosts those fusion reactions. And get this, they don't need those heavy chemical propellants that traditional rockets use.
So the fusion process itself generates the thrust.
Precisely.
I'm guessing the fuel source is something super rare and expensive.
Nope, hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Like
There's stuff in
propulsion.
water?
The very same. And guess what? The universe is practically swimming in it.
Wow, so we could be talking about space travel that's faster, cheaper, and way more sustainable than anything we've ever seen.
Exactly. Think Mars missions that are actually practical, maybe even reaching further than we ever thought possible.
Okay, I am sold on the space travel applications.
Right.
But what about here on Earth? Could we see proton fusion engines powering our cars, our planes?
Well, right now, RocketStar is laser focused on space.
Right.
But technology moves fast, you know?
That's true.
Who knows what's possible in 10, 20 years?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be cruising across the globe at supersonic speeds without burning a drop of fossil fuel.
It's pretty amazing to think about.
The potential impact on energy dependence is huge.
So let me just recap here for a sec. We have a fusion engine inspired by an idea Einstein had almost a century ago.
Right.
It runs on hydrogen, the most common element in the universe, and it has the potential to revolutionize travel, both in space and here on Earth.
It's a game changer.
It really makes you wonder, what will be the first Earth-shattering application of this technology?
What do you think will be the biggest impact of proton fusion engines? Let us know in the comments.
And while you're thinking about that, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.
There's a lot more to explore.
We are just getting started.
That's